Hello beautiful people and welcome to the BurnOn Vlog.
We've got a pretty interesting show for you guys lined up. I've got angry Swedes sitting on a pole for 48 hours.
And I've got the crazy Final Four game that we endured and enjoyed last night.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was definitely a humdinger. And then you changed the tempo and now we're going backwards.
Alright, well the first thing that stuck out to me was how Florida completely forgot how to play offense for the second half of that game.
Man, that was really bizarre. They really just opened up the gates for UConn to just do whatever they want.
In the preview they were talking about Shabazz Napier versus Scotty Wilbekin. Scotty Wilbekin, big old boy, has been putting the team on his back because they just can't play offense, can't shoot free throws, but they played some defense and they played with heart. But in that game he had 4 points, Trip.
One guy I was really pulling for was the scariest man ever, Patrick Young.
Straight out of Monsters Inc.
Straight out of Monsters Inc. He is so scary, like so big. But I mean, last night though.
Yeah, last night he was getting murdered on the boards and really in the paint. And we definitely had a yin and yang of sorts in the second game.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely you definitely had like the young guys versus the older, I guess, more experienced guys. But the younger guys definitely had a little bit more talent.
Oh yeah, and at the same time you have the guy that's supposed to be a good coach with 0 titles and the guy that's supposed to be a recruiter with almost 2 titles going at it.
Coach Cal.
Coach Cal. And one of the great things, speaking of that accent, is the Homer broadcasts on True TV and TNT.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I mean, we flipped it on and it was the Cats broadcast, and we didn't really know that. But the announcer were being very pro-Kentucky, and we had a guy that's not really too big of a fan of Kentucky, and he was like, "We need to change the channel right now.
I'm tired of these guys talking about the Cats." Another great takeaway was the fact that everybody preseason was boo-booing on these 2 conferences, you know?
Yeah.
You had the SEC and the American Conference. The American Conference, which is just the redheaded stepchild of the old Big East. And then you got the SEC, which you only got 2 states that know what a basketball is. These 2 teams that were the good ones are now in the Final Four, and one is advancing to the championship.
Yeah, and what are their seeds, like 7 and 8?
Yeah, the fact that
Bizarre.
a 7 and an 8 seed are in the championship is the highest combined seed total ever. So definitely gonna be a interesting championship game.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Every year, 6 of the strongest, burliest, brawliest Swedes get together and take off their trousers and sit on 8.5-foot blocks of just frozen ice for 48 hours.
Oh my god.
The prize was $3,000 American dollars, and it was like, I think, 20,000 kronors that they use in Sweden.
Well, all I know currently about Sweden is Bjorn Borg, fish, and the Swedish chef. And now I know that people just sit on blocks of ice.
Just for no reason, just to see who can go the longest.
And so what was the root of this sport, Trip?
Well, some guy from Russia brought it over to this little village in Sweden and was like, "Oh, you guys haven't tried this? Well, let me show you this new game." And that's just where they're at now. They've been going at it for 12 years.
And you know what the only thing worse than sitting on ice for 48 hours is, Trip?
What's that?
Sitting on ice for 48 hours and having no clear winner.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, they all had to split the money. They were so tough and so Swedish that they all just bared on their anuses the weight of the frozen tundra. Alright guys, thanks for tuning into the random thoughts of Trip and Will on our sports vlog.
Tune in with us every Sunday. We're going to have a new vlog, and every Friday we're going to be having a sports feature.
Burn on.
That was fun to watch, but yeah, really painful to watch.
What was it fun to watch?
Well, just more of the reaction to the people on the sidelines.
Just